The Rahn Infield Groomer is designed to meet the variety of needs of today's groundskeepers. It is versatile, simple to operate, efficient, and durable. The Rahn Infield Groomer can handle soil conditions ranging from light and sandy to heavy compacted clay. It fills holes, levels rough surfaces, and prevents ridge buildup between infield aggregate and outfield turf. The Rahn GL650 Infield Groomer helps you create safer, more playable conditions. At 225 pounds, the Infield Groomer can be easily pulled and transported by the Toro Sand Pro, the mid-duty Workman 1100 and 2100 series, and the heavy-duty Workman 3000 and 4000 series. Before starting your infield grooming process, read the vehicle owner's manual and follow the instructions for safe operation. For best performance of your Rahn Infield Groomer, check your tire pressure so the vehicle rides level. With the spring tine down, you are ready to loosen the compacted soil on the infield. This is the first step in the grooming process. The Rahn spring tine also promotes the fast drying of wet soils by aerating the infield. Remember, with the spring tine down, you can drive as quickly as safety permits. After loosening the soil, it's time to put the groomer into float position so you can level and smooth the playing field. To change to float position, the spring tine needs to be moved from the lock position by first removing the hitch pins, then sliding it to the left and raising it to transport position. Secure it with the hitch pins on the top. Now, remove the pin on the left pull arm, slide the lock forward to the float position, and replace the pin into the pull arm. On the right side, again remove the pin, slide the lock to the float position, and replace the pin. With the broom down, lower the groomer, and you are ready to begin the final step in the grooming process. With a little practice, you'll have a feel for how much pressure to apply. Remember, with more down pressure, you will gather more soil. You know that conditions change from day to day and from field to field, depending upon the amount of clay, moisture, and soil makeup. With the Rahn GL650 Infield Groomer, you can adjust your grooming techniques accordingly. Filling the holes around home plate, base markers, and the pitching rubber prevent standing water. Be careful not to disturb any markers when grooming. Also remember, from time to time, to vary your grooming pattern from clockwise to counterclockwise, figure eight, or lapping patterns. Here, we are putting the Infield Groomer pull arms back into lock position. Remove the pin, slide the lock from the float position, which is forward of the pin, to the lock position behind the pin. This engages the small notch in the lock with the cross angle of the groomer. Replace the pin to secure the lock position. Check to be sure the lock is in place and both pull arms are in the lock position. With the Infield Groomer in the lock position and the spring tine in the down position, you can keep the warning track weed-free and prevent outfield turf from encroaching. With the Infield Groomer in lock position and the spring tine in down position, the spring tine becomes an efficient dethatching tool and also prepares turf for overseeding. The Rahn heavy-duty scarifier is a more aggressive tool for use when a field becomes more densely compacted. To switch to the heavy-duty scarifier, first unbolt the broom, remove the hitch pins, and slide the spring tine off. Then slide the heavy-duty scarifier into the same position. Replace the hitch pins. Bolt the broom into the holes of the scarifier pull arms. Secure with a washer and lock nut. Tighten the nut, but be sure that the broom pivots freely. For more information on the Rahn Infield Groomer, contact your local Toro dealer.